And a very good afternoon to all of our viewers across the world. We're live on YouTube this afternoon for an exciting game between Thurrock ladies and Old Albanians ladies. And this is a top of the table clash and will determine who goes into which section of the playoffs for the championship. This is Championship South. So in the early season game, Thurrock just about managed to win the victory by 10 points to 7. This will be no easy task today. It's a very cold day once again at Thurrock Oakfield, and there's a bit of a northeasterly as there was yesterday for the men's game, and teams are just about to take the field. Old Albanians today have got a very good strong team, and you can hear the music as we get the preparations going. And so the Old Albanians team is Steph Plunkett at fullback, Beth Saunders is on the right wing, Caroline Colley, who is the goal kicker and is an England League training player, is in the centre with Kirsty Exley. Siobhan Drummond is the left wing. Rachel Taylor, who is the goal kicker the kicker out of hand, is the fly half. Eloise Bloomfield starts at scrum half. Jen Orris is loose head. Jerry Thomas, who is not Welsh, is at hooker, and Claire Grimshaw is the tight head. Rochelle Smith and Becky Bristow form the second row partnership. Charlotte Hamlin-Williams is the captain, number 6. Storm Colbane, who is an Irish Sevens and league player, is open side, and Chloe Olcorn is number 8. On the bench we have Hannah Clark, Misha Golding, Jodie Turl, who is Saracens player, Sarah Bevington, Laura Head, Ellie Lennon, and Makeda Lewis. I believe have the same team who managed to win the last game against Bath Ladies. Annalise Curley starts as fullback. Hannah Thornhill, the top try scorer, is on the right wing. Sophie Tyler and India Harvey form an impressive centre partnership. Nanita Akintade is on the left wing. Jade Wong, who had a great game against Bath, is at 10, and she partners, of course, Amy Parsad, aka Radders. Sophie John is loose head. The outstanding Georgia Cook, former scrum half, is at hooker. Leah Dixon is the tight head. Claire Phelps and Nicole Smith form the second row partnership. Sophia Jordan is number 6. Maddie Lockwood is at open side, and Sam Wilmot, the player of the game last time out, is number 8. Sarah Dyche, Hannah Duffy, Poppy Jones, Sarah Jane Earwicker, Corinne Birch, and Aid Lawther, as well as Izzy Lush, are on the bench today. And the players are lining up today before the game starts for this crucial game. And that, of course, is for the terrible losses in Ukraine and for the sad loss of some club members at Thurrock. Today's officials are Pierce Young and Nathan Palmer, with the assistant referees. Andrew Richards, Gorsimon's finest, is the referee. And, of course, they're all from the London Society. So the women's game is absolutely thriving at the moment. This afternoon, England play Italy in Parma. There'll be a large crowd there. England, of course, are the favourites for the Six Nations. But Wales, since they became professional, are going exceptionally well. They've won both their games, beating Scotland yesterday by 24 points to 19. So it's Jade Wong to kick off for Thurrock. A big crowd as usual at Thurrock Oakfield. It's a massive encounter at the top of Championship South. One. A good kick-off from Wong. Very difficult bouncing ball today. Very hard track at Thurrock. And the ball has come back there, but it's not gone very far. Obviously playing against wind. Rachel Taylor struggling with the depth of that kick into the northeasterly. So Thurrock with the win in the first half. Parsad passed the ball out to Claire Phelps, always a very eager carrier of the ball. Jade Wong, India Harvey, Sophie Tyler. Sophie Tyler doesn't get the ball, India throws a dummy. Jade Wong is back in position, throws a miss pass, but that has gone to touch. It's gone beyond Nintada Akintade. So a bright start by Thurrock showing their intent. Very large Easter crowd as usual at Thurrock Oakfield. Supporters never fail to let us down. That throw has gone a bit awry, a strong wind. So wisely Thurrock up for the scrum. Going back to those women's internationals, of course, they're now huge crowds, over 5,000 yesterday at the Arms Park for Wales, and of course England, but they get 12, 13,000 at Exeter or the Twickenham Stoop when they play there. England outstanding favourites, but since Wales has gone partially professional, they're doing much better. It's a good scrum from Thurrock. Managed to get an early shove on. It's a missed move in the centre, comes straight to Sophie Tyler. That is a high tackle. A quick tap by India Harvey, sets the backs in motion. Georgia Cook linking up. Ball has been dropped. Once again, India Harvey, the captain, showing full intent. Good to see Emily Scott there, pacing down the touchline. The Thurrock coach, of course, the England player, clutching his sandwiches. Probably Bovril sandwiches, I should think, on a day like today. Emily Scott, of course, teacher, outstanding coach. Been to the Olympic Games, bronze medalist in the Commonwealth Games for Great Britain. Sorry, for England in the Commonwealth Games. But went to the Olympics, went to Rio for 4th place. Another huge scrum from Thurrock, but the ball has come out. A big run from the centre there. It's come straight out. Thurrock managed to retrieve the ball. That's Caroline Colley bursting through the middle. And she'll be a player to watch today. Kirsty Exley and Caroline Colley in the centre. Jade Wong puts a big kick in, testing the fullback. It's very well taken by Steph Plunkett. Sorry, that was Siobhan Drummond. Steph Plunkett has the ball now. Georgia Cook has won that ball back. It's gone to ground, but it has gone backwards. Thurrock piling into the breakdown. Jade Wong on a miss to India Harvey. A good centre combination here on both sides. It's going to be a stern test in the middle of the park. Leah Dixon on the carry. Georgia Cook in the first receive position. She's dropped the ball. It's given an advantage to Old Albanians. They use the advantage very well, have made 10 metres. They have gone back to previous infringement, which is a knock-on as Thurrock won the turnover. Come on.
Except he do that when he's driving.
Come back.
Sorry.
The commentator moving the crowd back there slightly so the camera work can be seen. So Eloise Bloomfield has put the ball in, she's gone blind. Feeding Rachel Taylor out to right winger Beth Saunders, but the ball has gone straight to touch. Flurry of activity. I must say this stand is very cold once again today, and it's my thanks to Marco who's come along and doing the camera work today. Dave Sardar still not very well. We managed to get the odd pint of beer, I think, yesterday. So he should be on the mend. His best wishes to Director Rugby Martin Jones, who has been taken ill this week. I hope he enjoyed the men's game yesterday. A good result for Thurrock yesterday. An outstanding result. So as Radders put the ball in, Amy Parsad, she picks up the base. Nice solid scrum, India Harvey. Akintade has come into the line, and so to Annalise Curley, so they've managed to make 2 extra players. India Harvey throws a dummy. Hannah Thornhill waiting patiently for the outside pass. Lockwood the link. Excellent from the flanker. Thurrock have a free ball with an offside. Stern defence from Old Albanians, who feature a couple of dual contracted players from Saracens today. Seems to be being quite close to the Saracens ground. Jade Wong has tried to kick out in the corner. She's missed touch. All Albanians have picked up, but they've not managed to gain much ground with the kick. Now Thurrock have the ball back and they're driving towards the Old Albanians line. Georgia Cook picking up on the blind. Once again. Good work by Sophia John there. Some position is still working. They have an advantage coming. They're very close. Andy Richards run around the back to see if he can see the try. It looks as if it's been held up. So he comes back for the earlier penalty. It does look as if Thurrock are electing for the scrum. A wise choice. Andrew Richards issuing very loud instructions. In set position. Amy Parsad has put the ball in. Thurrock are now driving forward straight. Old Baines have wheeled that. Thurrock is still moving forward, but they will obviously come back to the earlier penalty if there's no score. And Thurrock have picked up. I think that's Sam Wilmot at number 8 who's picked up there and scored that try. I believe that was Sam Wilmot who picked up and scored the try at number 8. It could have been Maddie Lockwood. Right at the northern extremity here in the stand. And the try was at the southern extremity of the ground. Southeast, actually. Anyway, it's a try for Thurrock. And they take an early lead in what is clearly going to be a close encounter. It's Annalise Curley with the conversion attempt. Not sure whether that was converted. So it looks as if the conversion has just gone wide. According to the scoreboard, it's Thurrock 5, Old Albanians 0. So it's Rachel Taylor with the kickoff. It's a good long kick. It's brilliantly taken. Brilliant take in the middle of the field. That's Amy Parsad. What a take that was. The Thurrock had been turned over. Holding on. I think that was Leah Dixon, judged to have held on too long. So it's in fact Caroline Colley kicking the ball to touch on that penalty. Jerry Thomas, G-E-R-I, Jerry, the non-Welsh hooker to throw in. It's Old Albanians, Becky Bristow and Rochelle Smith, the likely recipients. It's a beautiful take. That was Becky Bristow. Rachel Taylor. There's another big kick from Caroline Colley. She is a terrific kicker of the ball. Annalise Curley's managed to pick that one up though. She's running across the field, well tackled. To effect successful transition of the ball. Leah Dixon. Maddie Locker doing a lot of the unseen work. This time Jade Wong puts boot to ball. A good rolling kick. It's Rachel Taylor with the left foot. Good combination. Jade Wong has the ball again. She's kicked it back, goes almost looks as if it's going direct into touch. Beth Saunders managed to get a hand to it, unfortunately, which meant it's now Thurrock's throw-in. So good pasture play for Old Albanians. You can see why these two teams are at the top of the table. They're very closely matched. And this game will be no different from the previous encounter. It's a better line for Thurrock. It didn't look as if it was straight, but the ball went backwards from the tap down, and so play has continued. Jade Wong, nice pass to India Harvey. Only one way she is going, doing what India Harvey does. She can be direct. She's got a wonderful left-footed sidestep as well. Georgia Cook. The referee's gone back to an earlier offside. Sorry, a high tackle. Must be difficult to do a high tackle on Georgia Cook. Jade Wong makes no mistake with the kick to touch. The wind has died down a little. More of a fluttering breeze. And it's good afternoon to all of our overseas viewers. There will be Mercedes and Jenny in the Cayman Islands, of course. I hope they're nice and warm and sipping a cocktail by the pool. And good afternoon to all of our Welsh supporters, particularly in the town of Abertillery, where hopefully they'll have a women's team of their own one day. Great thing having a ladies' team in the club. Carrying there by Thurrock. Jade Wong throws ball into space. Annalise Curley has come into the line. She's regathered that bouncing bomb. Leah Dixon, inside ball to Maddie Lockwood. She manages to get to ground. Leah Dixon, Sophia John, all in concert. Leah Dixon, not even an attempt to dummy, ran straight into contact. Jade Wong, in the middle of the field there. Front row in concert there, charging run, and that's led to an injury, and Andrew Richards has wisely blown up there because that injury, in case it was serious head injury. Charlotte Hamlin-Williams, the captain there of Old Albanians, with the head injury, but she's fine. So it's Leah Dixon very much the four, with Sophia John and Georgia Cook, front row in concert. Posing lots of problems for the defence in the middle of the field. Hannah Thornhill hoping for some action today. Wingers go through a long, hard winter, and when they get to spring and Easter, they're really looking to get the ball in hand. Amy Parsad. Scrums have evened out little, as well picked up by Sam Wilmot. She's thrown dummy, gone to contact. Amy Parsad there to clear out. Once again, Thurrock pick and drive. Taking route one, as one would expect. Crabbed sideways a little. Good latch on by Thurrock. Now they're looking for a quick ball out wide. Maddie Lockwood formed the link. It's a lovely pass from her. It's put Sophia Tyler on the outside. Sophie Tyler through the gap, was held up about 6 meters short. Sophia Jordan, very prominent dummy from Jade Wong. Once again, through the gap, breaching the line of defence. Another excellent latch by Thurrock. Well coached in this area. They're latching on beautifully. And yes, they've dived over. And looks inevitably like Georgia Cook to me. Certainly the front row. Those three have been prominent throughout this game so far. So we'll put that one down to the front row union. I will apologise in advance for any misidentification. I do my best, but we're quite a long way from the action, and we don't have the benefit of a TMO, of course. At the moment it's Thurrock 10, Old Albanians 0. It's Annalise Curley with the attempt at the conversion. Struck the ball very well the first time. This time she's converted it. That try certainly came from a lot of pressure and patience. Thank you for the member of the crowd who gave me the words. Liesel Heather is still injured, unfortunately, with a knee injury. Played a great part in the team's performance this season. And here supporting her friends and colleagues today, teammates. This is Rachel Taylor, not wishing to kick off in these circumstances, but she does. Another great take by Amy Parsad. Sets up Leah Dixon, Sophia John. Full of energy, this Thurrock front row today. Sophia Jordan, strong carry. Caroline Colley managed to hold her up for a while. Inside pass again. They're really enjoying themselves today. Another offside. Jade Wong steps forward. It looks as if it hadn't reached touch, and left winger Siobhan Drummond kicked the ball into play, and there was a player offside in front of her who picked the ball up. But the touch judge, who of course is neutral, as Pierce Young, said the ball was in touch. Or her foot was in touch when she kicked it. She's perhaps rather fortunate, saved the penalty. So Georgia Cook with a throw-in. Difficult bouncing ball. Amy Parsad's had to tidy that up. Georgia Cook links with Savia Jordan, forms the latch, probably a pre-latch. Line is up very fast. Claire Phelps. This time the pass goes astray and there's a knock on. Well, the referee is talking to the captain, Charlotte Hamlin-Williams. I think that's the umpteenth offside so far. And Andrew Richards has asked Charlotte Hamlin-Williams to have a word with her team about the persistent infringements.
Come on, team!
Jade Wong puts that ball away. Apologise for the floodlight stanchion the way of your view at this point. You have to do something about that. We'll be fine when Jason Bedding manages to build the commentary position on the other side of the field. Thurrock have won the line though, we can see that. Once again, the drive is on. This is powerful stuff. Georgia Cook has picked up. The ball has gone to ground. Claire Phelps. There's yet another offside. And looks as if Thurrock have scored another try. Once again, the patience paid off. It looks like Leah Dixon on that occasion. Just an impressive start for Thurrock. They lead by 17 points to 0. Annalise Curley with a more difficult conversion now from the right-hand side of the field. Always much more difficult for the right-footed kicker.
Leave it out, Ratters.
Well, of course, Johnny Wilkinson with his left foot didn't worry which side of the field he was on. So Annalise Curley's a good kick, but it floats to the left of the posts. So almost half an hour gone, it's Thurrock 17, Old Albanians 0. I'd like to thank Dr. Anthony Pease today for helping remotely with the sound equipment. So we wouldn't have managed without him, although Marco is very proficient. So Rachel Taylor to kick off once again with her left foot, which is an excellent left foot. It's a great kick-off. Zakintade, Nanita breaks for the first tackle. Jade Wong feeds the props. Leah Dixon, Amy Parsad, Jade Wong puts a kick in, she gets charged down, ball bounces loose, Thurrock regain possession. Sophia John, this time on the back foot. Helps. Maddie Lockwood does well to pick that ball up. She's tackled as she goes to ground, low around the head area. Georgia Cook has no truck with it, she just belts the ball downfield. Bit of a mix up there. Rachel Taylor, bit of strong left foot, manages to get the ball in open play. Jade Wong has picked that one up. She's looking for a gap, she throws a wide pass and Tita. The Old Albanians are intercepted. Beth Saunders manages to boot the ball downfield. Annalise Curley has to get back quickly. The posse of Old Albanians on her. She managed to ride the first tackle, put to ground by a very strong tackle though. And Maddie Lockwood does the right thing in the circumstances. Makes ground. Another latch on by this impressive Thurrock pack. Jade Wong, Georgia Cook, Dixon, this time Old Albanians win the turnover. There's a penalty coming, but they have a free ball. Once again, it's centre Caroline Colley who kicks the ball ahead. Andrew Richards comes back for the earlier offence, holding on in the breakdown. I must say Caroline Colley in the centre is very impressive with the boot. And here she is again, sporting the orange boots. And she belts that one into the Thurrock 22. Good to see Jeff Cave here again today watching. Former Thurrock winger, England under-19 international, the second fastest player in Thurrock Rugby Club. I won't tell you who the first was. Probably Dennis Stone. Another great line out. They are tremendous in the second row, Rochelle Smith and Becky Bristow. India Harvey's managed to get her hands on that one though. Jade Wong tries to feed Nita Akintade, but that's gone forward, and so we come back for the early offence, scrummage to Thurrock. No real advantage. So good afternoon to the Henderson family in Wales today, are hopefully watching. A lot of hard work done by that family the other day, laying a lawn and building a fence. Hopefully his back has recovered. Back to the rugby. Amy Parsard to feed. Solid scrum for Thurrock. Look at Dixon, very good in the tight head there. Outstanding run there by Sophie Tyler again. Georgia Cook, dummying to kick, throws a long pass there to Hannah Thornhill. If she gets on the outside, she will be away. But that, unfortunately, is a footing touch. The referee goes back to the earlier penalty. I must say, a cornucopia of penalties coming Thurrock's way today. It'd be nice to see Hannah Thornhill get in open play, in open field. She will fly down that wing, just not quite enough room there. Being cheered on by the crowd. Well, the sun has come out to bless us on this early spring day. Of course, not in the grandstand. It's freezing here. So Radders, Sam Wilmot picks up, feeds Radders, but actually the ball doesn't go to hand. It's giving Old Albanians a chance. They've picked up the loose ball. Som Culbane looking for the loose ball. And despondent Siobhan Drummond looking for a pass, as all wingers do. But at least she's standing in the sunlight now. Not like those great days of David Trick, the Bath winger, who led you to stand the touchline playing for England on misty days and smoke a cigar and drink a gin and tonic. That's another story. Great take by Jade Wong, a very high ball. Tries to feed Sophie Tyler on a short pass, but that has gone to ground. No advantage, Old Albanians.
Pressure on!
I believe this is quite unique, the championship. I believe Thurrock the only team which streams matches live. A real asset. This is going out worldwide. When Thurrock played Bath Ladies, there were 1,500 viewers. What a terrific scrum that is. It's given Anita Akintadi a chance to explore the possibilities on the left wing. She has been well tackled there on that occasion. It's good to see Thurrock looking for the wide outside, trying to find an edge. And with a terrific centre partnership, they should be able to exploit that eventually, especially in the dying embers of the game when people are tired and tacklers are weary. And certainly Old Albanians have had to do a lot of tackling during this first half. Dean White, the ladies' director of rugby, pacing up and down the touchline. So that is an outstanding try for Thurrock. What an impressive run that is. In all the actions, that bottom corner. Referee is querying something. think that was Claire Phelps on that massive run, a charging run, all the way through the defence, but seemed to have lost the ball at the end. Yes, they've lost possession at the end. The ball has been knocked on. Something untoward has happened, I couldn't see. Didn't see any knock-on visible. Scrum has wheeled and the referee will reset. So Eloise Bloomfield putting in. It's such a powerful Thurrock scrum. They've driven Old Albanians backwards and they can't get the ball out. Thurrock have won that ball. If Sam Wilmot had picked that up, scored, but the referee has given a penalty try. That's an automatic 7 points without the need for Annalise Curley to convert. So all Albanians fed the ball to the scrum, but they were driven off it completely. Thurrock regained possession, and just about, as Sam Wilmot was just about to score a try, the referee had judged there'd been foul play, and Thurrock have got a penalty try. So that is Thurrock 24 points, Old Albanians 0. That's taken us quite close to half time. Old Albanians in deep discussion with their coaching staff. Must be disappointed with that scrum. She's obviously trying to rectify things very quickly. So Rachel Taylor with the unenviable task of kicking off yet again. This time it's a good kick. It's Anita Akintade who's picked the ball up, trying to find a way through a melee of players. Who else but the props? Jade Wong throwing a long pass out. Georgia Cook does well to take that one. A spiral pass off the left hand. Jade Wong this time kicks, a spiral kick, which bounces into open play. Hannah Thornhill almost gathers that, but knocks on the process. Thurrock failed to release there. Sophie Tyler doesn't release. Vice-like grip. The referee asked them to release on 2 occasions. So the penalty to Old Albanians. This time the accomplished Caroline Colley kicks the ball to touch. Jerry Thomas to throw in. This time it goes to the front. Rochelle Smith takes that ball. Charge in the middle of the park, well stopped. The irrepressible Leah Dixon. Sophia John wins the ball, but illegally. So yet another attempt to launch an attack for all Albanians. I must say they're extremely impressive in the line-out. There's a great spiral kick there. Such a confident, competent kicker. It's good to have a pairing there, a left footer and a right footer in the middle of the field. This time it's been overthrown, but as well gathered at the back. It's Chloe Alcorn. It's a good attack. Attack from old Albanians. First time they've got a sighter on the Thurrock line. That has been won illegally. Turnover by Nicole Smith. She has her hands on the ball, she taps, goes quickly. He's her captain. It's now all about defence. Ball comes out wide. Rachel Taylor throws a long pass. It's brilliantly taken. Brilliantly taken by Kirsty Exley, but as she gives the final pass to Siobhan Drummond, the ball is knocked on. So the referee now goes back to an earlier penalty. Bloomfield knows quick tap. Chloe Alcorn takes quick tap, but she's held up short. Now all about defence. A twisting, turning run. A twisting, turning run. And unfortunately, the referee has awarded a try. So it's the first time old Albanians have drawn blood. It's not a try. I'm sorry, it's half-time. So it looks as if old Albanians had scored, but in truth, we weren't quite clear. The referee had judged the ball had been held up, and there was no score for old Albanians. So at half-time, Thurrock lead, deserved lead by 24 points to 0. It's been an all-court game from Thurrock. Their forwards have been in concert. They've been driving hard, latching on very well. Whenever they've got in sight of the old Albanians line, they've come away with points. And so we'll see you again in the second half, and goodbye for now, and we look forward to an enterprising, exciting second half. Welcome back to Thurrock Oakfield, the second half. India Harvey leads out the troops. Great applause. Georgia Cook with her Hollywood smile and wave to the crowd. There's Leah Dixon there. What an amount of work she has got through with her partner Sophia John and Georgia Cook. In the first half, Thurrock have a last-minute huddle, and they're ready to go. The shortened version of their name, Tees. So Rachel Taylor with the left foot to kick off. Andrew Richards is poised and ready. Thurrock lead by 24 points to 0. Very vocal crowd at Thurrock, as ever. Jade Wong attempts to take that, but the ball has gone forward. So after a strong conclusion to the first half, Old Albanians have the opportunity to draw blood at the beginning of the second half. Eloise Broomfield to feed. Old Albanians hoping for the coaches have worked their magic at half-time, managed to solidify the scrum. Beth Saunders on the right-hand side against Anita Akintade. Scrum is going back, and Thurrock have one against the head. Sam Wilmot is picked up. She had another powerful scrummage. Jade Wong, in her own 22, puts a high ball in. It's well taken by Eloise Broomfield. And brings Steph Plunkett into play. She's certainly better for Old Albanians. They have a penalty coming. Siobhan Drummond has a bit of a flurry on the left-hand side of the pitch, but the referee suggests they haven't made much of that advantage, and subsequently he comes back from earlier penalty, although there looks as if there's something of an injury on the far side. Collision. Perhaps a clash of heads. Again, we apologise for any language which may occur from time to time from the very loud crowd. I hope nothing untoward. It looks like there's been a complete recovery there from the injured players. So we know that is Caroline Colley kicking the ball to touch, as she's done very effectively throughout the game. Jerry Thomas with the chance to throw in. Still a reasonable breeze in her favour now. Great take from ever reliable Rochelle Smith. Albanians up the platform. Rachel Taylor looks to come inside. Managed to evade a couple of tackles. Time Old Albanians latch on. Short caterpillar for driving on. Bloomfield has given Collie a chance. Time now is Georgia Cook, I think, with the turnover. Was it Sophia John? Collie has looked very dangerous throughout this game. She managed to evade the clutches of defenders just for a short while then. But suddenly she was enveloped and the penalty was given away. Colbain having an excellent game for Old Albanians as well today. There's no doubt Old Albanians have looked threatening on the few occasions they've got into the Thurrock 22. But they've not managed to execute in the red zone. So a quick tap there, and Thurrock decide to run it out of their own 22 on this occasion. Perhaps realising it's a long way to find touch for Jade Wong. Maddie Lockwood. Ball has gone forward, ripped clear. Has heightened the spirits of the Old Albanians players. They seem quite despondent after about half an hour. They've sprung into life in the latter part of the first half and certainly had the better of the early exchange in the second. So Bloomfield to Field. This time it's a better scrum. Taylor, Exley, Collie. Collie's gone outside Sophie Tyler. And a wonderful tackle by Annalise Curley. Incredible tackle. Try-saving tackle. Annalise Curley looked, to all intents and purposes, that Collie would score there. She has been particularly impressive. She's gone through the gap there at a rate of knots and just stopped by a wonderful tackle by the fullback. There's no doubt that Old Albanians are a good enough side to get back into this game, and they've certainly shown their intent. Far side to Feed. It looks like hands in the scrum. Whichever way, it's a penalty of Thurrock, and Wong will now kick this into touch to relieve the pressure. That's a good kick against the wind.
Come on, please.
Jade Wong is a very good kicker of the ball, perhaps occasionally a little bit high with the placement. But it's something you work on throughout your life. And Claire Phelps just beaten to the front of the line out there.
Come on, please, big scrum.
An attempt to win the line, it must have been a knock-on. A lot of excitable young children here watching today. So Bloomfield to Feed. Big responsibility on Chloe Alcorn, the back of the scrum. Crucial part of the match For Albanians to get back into this game, they'll need to score quite quickly. So it's Bloomfield. Just so Albanians were about to launch an attack, there was a scrummage infringement. Charlotte Hamlin Williams asking the referee what the infringement was. So it's been a powerful start the second half for Old Albanians. They've come close on a couple of occasions. They certainly had the better of the last 10 minutes or so of the game. The partisan followers on the far side of the ground are trying to get their team going. Just been a myriad of missed opportunities and infringements which have let them down today. Otherwise, I'm sure the score would have been much closer. One part of the game which has functioned though has been the Old Albanians line-out. That's given Bloomfield a chance to make a break up the middle of the park. But once again, Georgia Cook there to the breakdown first. The Albanians have a penalty. Terrific break by Eloise Bloomfield in the middle of the park. Led to naught once again. Good to see the editor of Thurrock Hub News this afternoon, Neil Spate, joining us in the commentary position. Hopefully we'll get a good report of this game tomorrow. As ever, he said.
Well, you write them.
Are you good enough to publish them, sir? See you relaxing and not working.
Oh, look, I've always done a protest and a fire in Grace this morning.
He tells me about the local news taking place today. Another great line out. The second row pairing is excellent for Old Albanians. Becky Bristow and Rochelle Smith. That time Rochelle Smith winning the line out. Another penalty. Bloomfield goes on a quick tap. She's collared, but we're going back to yet another penalty. And this time there's a yellow card for a Thurrock player. I think that's for not retreating 10 yards and also for persistent infringements. And it looks as if that is the prop who has gone off, which would be an additional problem for Thurrock if they have a scrum, because they'll have to bring another front row player on and sacrifice yet another player. So Bloomfield takes a quick tap. So looking more promising for Old Albanians, more threatening for Thurrock. So Bloomfield search for the ball. But there's been a great turnover, and Thurrock have tapped and gone quickly, even with 14 players. It is Georgia Cook. Jade Wong, so there's no fly half. Doesn't matter. It gives Leah Dixon a chance as first receiver. Amy Parsard digging for the ball, which doesn't get a chance because Claire Phelps has picked up in the loose. Parsard comes out to Maddie Lockwood, who clearly wasn't given the yellow card. It was a prop. Sophia John. Oh. Tackled by Jerry Thomas. And Old Albanians win the turnover and the penalty. So this is Caroline Colley, the talismanic Old Albanian centre, who will no doubt smash this ball in somewhere near the corner. An outstanding kicker of the rugby ball, this young lady. So not quite the commentator's curse, because she actually does put that ball directly into the corner about 5 metres out from the Thurrock line. The camera pans out across the acres of Thurrock Oakfield today. You'll know that we have a new school being built on the site fairly soon, and that will give a whole host of families the opportunity to send their children to a rugby academy and a school, all within the locality. It was a great drive from Old Albanians. Once again, within sight of the line infringement, giving Thurrock a feed and head. Waiting for the new heaters to arrive in this grandstand. Alternatively, in a better commentary position on the other side of the field. There is to be an extension of the grandstand and hopefully a 5G pitch. Like these spring afternoons in Thurrock. This time Albanians get a nudge on. India Harvey manages to burst through a tackle or two. They're keeping it tight whilst they play short. Jade Wong has a chance to clear her lines and takes play up to the 22. Just beyond the Thurrock 22. Jen Orris and Claire Grimshaw have had quite a tough time in the scrums today overall for Old Albanians, but they've certainly done well in the last scrum. This time there's another yellow card for Thurrock. Thurrock down to 13 at the moment. Crucial period for Thurrock, down to 13 players. This will need stout defence and strong captaincy to repel this attack. Albanians need to count the numbers and find out where the weakness is. But they're still going very narrow.
Legs!
Close attendance suggests that has been held up. Lost forward. It's been lost forward. Right to death. This is where you need a TMO. I'm afraid we haven't got one today. It didn't turn up. It's going to be very difficult for Thurrock, bearing in mind they're down to 13 players. They're somehow going to have to reinforce the scrum. Old Albanians were always going to have a high spot in the game, a time when they were going to gain some sort of control. They're too good not to have competed at this level. And the scoreline of 24-0, that hasn't flattered Thurrock. They've reserved their lead. They've certainly been under a huge amount of pressure, particularly during the whole of this second half, as well as the end of the first half. I don't think Thurrock have managed to launch an attack this half yet. So there appears to be an injury to a Thurrock player. Giving the coaches time to reorganise, decide what they're going to do about this scrummage which is coming their way. There's still a lot of drama to unfold in this game. So Wong does manage to find a touch, albeit a difficult kick. I hope people are watching this game at home and recording the England-Italy game. Palmer, the Italians are much better nowadays, of course, both in men's rugby and women's rugby. It's good to see the game developing all around the world. They even have an international team in the Cayman Islands, I believe. It's good to see them in the World Cup. So yes, scrum under huge pressure now as they're scrummaging a player short. The ball has been held up short. Surely old Albanians have to finish this time. Unusually they should keep it tight. They must have numbers on the outside. Bear in mind all the effort for defence. Still using the narrow approach.
Come on, trees!
Eventually it does come out. Taylor, ball's gone wide on the outside. Akintade has come in to make the tackle. Has come in there and spotted the opportunity to make the tackle and prevent the ball going out wide for what would have been a probable try. Has meant the ball has been spilled in the tackle, and all Albanians bring on the replacements. I think that's Hannah Clark and Misha Gooding coming on. I think that's probably Siobhan Drummond, who has gone off now and been replaced by Ellie Lennon. It could be Makeda Lewis. As always, I apologise for any misidentification. It's always quite difficult, a long way from the action. I know I make these apologies every game, and I am sorry, but I don't have the advantage of having lots of monitors and screens around me so I can check. And my co-commentator's not with me today. So Amy Parsad feeds scrum quickly, is going for a quick heel.
Go on, Sam!
Sam Wilmot, fortunately, is picked up for Thurrock, made a little bit of ground. Thurrock have to keep it tight. because of the effects of the wind. Difficulty finding touch from a long way out. That's a better kick from Jade Wong. Never let the rugby ball bounce, especially in dry, hard conditions. So all Albanians have come out there now, thrown a couple of passes. Exley in the centre, well tackled by Wong. Kick is only ever as good as the chase. When Exley's not released the ball, she's held on to it. And she's picked up an injury as well.
Great stuff, girls. Keep it going now.
So Sarah Jane Ewicker has come on for Thurrock into the front row. Sophia Jordan relishing the tackle as ever. Sarah Deitch on the field as well. Sam Wilmot on the inside pass. Jade Wong changing direction last moment. A nice sidestep. Beautiful sidestep. She went from blind to open. A right-footed sidestep took her through the gap, and that's put Thurrock on the attack. The first time this half. Good work by Claire Phelps. Jade Wong looking for the pass again, this time another dummy. Enders in close attendance. Now they have a penalty. Thurrock seemed to have weathered that early storm. And now the penalty has allowed them to slow the game down a little until they get back to full complement. Apologise for the very loud noises behind, infantile noises. Not surprising since there are children here. We encourage children to come to our rugby matches, of course. It's lovely to see them here today. See Keith Schooling here today in attendance, and we're in his stand, the stand named after him. Sponsor of Thurrock's grandstand. What a virtuous position. Wong has pushed that ball into the Old Albanians 22. 6-7 metres out from the line, giving Thurrock a good attacking opportunity. They've usually come up trumps in the red zone. Let's see what they can do on this occasion. Claire Phelps. They managed to slide that ball across. Change of direction slightly. Had a lot of success with this driving maul. And here they go again. Very compact Thurrock unit. That is quite outstanding. after all the hard work by the forwards, that was a great try and well deserved by the Thurrock pack. Those tight forwards have been quite outstanding during the course of the day.
I just wore it out for him. I loosened it.
Georgia Cook claiming credit even though she's been substituted. She said she loosened up the opposition. I'm sure she did.
Yeah, no, goal line defense, still war.
Loving every minute of the game since she came out of retirement. Far too young to retire, Georgia Cook. Jade Wong with a very difficult conversion attempt.
There's loads in Finish these two.
So it's Thurrock 29, Old Albanians 0. That was a good attempt at conversion. Yes, if we count for half time, it's probably about 10 minutes left to play. Maddie Lockwood has managed to take that ball. The Albanians have changed their fly half. Looks like Ellie Lennon has gone to 10. Harvey, Claire Phelps, ever eager and willing. It was India Harvey kicking off the right foot. Usually left-footed. I think there might have been a little bit of dissent. Andrew Richards, the referee, having a word with Charlotte Hamlin-Williams, the Old Albanians captain. Not quite sure what that was about. Jade Wong has just missed touch on that occasion. Some robust tackling going on. Albanians have brought a vociferous crowd with them today. Charlotte Hamlin-Williams. And captain's courage, leading by example. She goes again. Now the chip kick. Nikita has the ball, come across the field, throws a pass to India Harvey. That has gone awry. And that has given Old Albanians a chance to get back into the game. And it is the irrepressible centre, Old Albanians, has managed to get over under the sticks. So it's Caroline Colley who will attempt to convert her own try, which she does rather easily. Somebody so impressive. That's Thurrock 29, Old Albanians 7. Annalise Curley to kick off. Old Albanians. It's a tremendous kick all the way down the field. Just dropping short. Annalise Curley's managed to pick it up. She's had to come back. There's a player in front of the ball on the kick. It's unfortunate, Steph Plunkett in front of the ball on the kick. It's a good kick, brought play all the way back. So Sophie Tyler puts that one away. Begin to ring the changes now. Coaches probably feel they've done enough. That's a good line-out win from Rochelle Smith. She jumped across the line and did very well to secure that one. Hamlin Williams. Time Amy Parside takes a quick tap from the penalty. Nikita has the ball. Moved into scrum half. Referee imploring Old Albanians to leave the ball alone. Let it come is the call. Nicole Smith. There's another penalty for Thurrock. Sophie Tyler belts the ball to touch. Thurrock looking for one last hurrah. They probably feel secure this game has been won. Now they're looking to extend their lead in the dying embers of the game. Just about managed to hold on to that ball, a difficult one to take. They've come blind. Old Albanians do very well to defend that one. Back to another line out. Take by Rochelle Smith. One area of the game which has functioned extremely well for Old Albanians. Enables Collie to kick the ball away. Annalise Curley takes that quite superbly. She's now sprinting across the field. Stopped, held up. Akintade is there. Support. Club should receive the pass rather than have to effect the clear out. Outstanding tackle. Claire Phelps. In the game against Bath, went charging through the middle of the field. It got a little bit isolated and Old Albanians have the penalty. the spiral. It's just gone over the head of Akintade. We expect nothing else from Caroline Colley. She's kicked superbly well all day. It's a loose pass in the middle of the field. Thurrock hunting like a wolf pack. Thurrock have won the turnover. Taking a short line, great charging run. Thurrock pack has shown great resilience and fitness today. At that stage, guilty of holding on. This has been a fortress over many years for Thurrock ladies. They've rarely lost on this ground, their home patch. And today looks like being no different from every other occasion. This has been a stern contest though. Old Albanians are a very good team. And Thurrock have had to dig deep in order to hold them out on several occasions. We certainly haven't seen the flourishing efficiency of the first half and the enterprise. And that's all down to the superb tackling and defensive organisation of Old Albanians. In some ways, they've had as good as they've taken during this half. Was reflecting the scoreboard. So Jerry Thomas still on the field, throw in. I seem to remember that Old Albanians won all of their own line-out ball. Time has gone to Colbain, the back. Andy Lockwood. Excellent tackling from the open side. Tremendous hands by Old Albanians. Siobhan Drummond seemed to get in front of the ball there to receive the last pass. Well, in fact, it looks as if she has left the field, and that could well be Makeda Lewis. I don't understand why wingers don't stand back about 5 meters further, because you can allow for the collision then. There's always an opportunity to get the ball a bit later. India Harvey imploring her players for one last effort as we come towards the end of the game. Another great kick from Caroline Colley. How many times have I said that today? This probably indicates the number of penalties in the game as well. So it's Hannah Duffy on the field for Thurrock into the front row. Izzy Lush, Corinne Birch, Ellie Lowther. With great delight, Thurrock have won that turnover. This time Jade Wong doesn't quite find touch. Eloise Bloomfield then has kicked ahead, but Nikita Akintade has made a late tackle and she's been dismissed from the field. Sorry, it's not quite sure who that was. No, there's been no yellow. Yes, there has been a yellow card. I thought that was misplaced identity. Well, Albanians have no choice, but it's kind of charging run. And it's one of the subs, that's Jodie Turl. Thurrock bring reinforcements to the breakdown, and there has been a turnover and a penalty. For some reason, Thurrock have elected to take a scrum, possibly because the penalty is in the middle of the field, and it's a very long distance to find touch.
Talking about the possibility of stand extension, 3-3-yard pitch. Times really look promising for Thurrock Rugby Club, and certainly the men have got a really young team that's come of age this season. And the ladies just keep reinventing themselves. Behind the post,
If we can see right now.
So as we approach the last few minutes of this game, Thurrock have a scrum near their own posts. The old Albanians have won that one against the head and given a real opportunity on the outside. Another great try, and it's that lady again, Caroline Colley. She's been an outstanding player on the old Albanians team and thoroughly deserved that try. It's Thurrock 29, old Albanians 12, with the conversion to follow. Colley has been quite outstanding from the first couple of minutes, where she managed to make some early runs and put the Thurrock defence under pressure. It's been a great contest in the middle of the park. And Sophie Tyler and India Harvey have had their hands full, that's for sure. Honours just about even, but fortunately for Thurrock, they've gone into a long lead, and they're going to deserve this victory. There's been a plucky comeback in the second half by old Albanians. Not quite as close to the first encounter, when Thurrock just managed to hold on to a 10-7 victory. And they probably won't go away with the last score of the day. But they will take the victory, which will cement them at the top of the table, Championship South. And that's a sad sight, and looks like an injury to Sophie Tyler. And we hope there's nothing too serious about that. And Thurrock have already lost their outstanding centre, Lizelle Heather, so this would be a real blow. and that has brought the score to 29-14. I'm absolutely delighted with this win this afternoon. It has been the proverbial game of two halves, if you can possibly hear me. And old Albanians have really played their part. And in the second half, in particular, they've done exceptionally well. I think that indicates that Thurrock have won the Championship South yet again. No doubt the champagne will be opened fairly shortly. But before that, we have the traditional captain's speech to the very large crowd here at Oakfield. So perhaps on this occasion we'll stay with the live coverage and await the presentation of the trophy. So it was really unfortunate Sophie Tyler seemed to get injured in the very last play in the attempt to stop Collie. And we hope she's all right, because no doubt Thurrock will have to play the playoffs fairly soon. Need all their players available. It's been a great day for Thurrock ladies. We've had many of these in the past. They're now celebrating with their teammates and with the coaches. They thoroughly deserve to win the championship this year. Their record has been almost unblemished. Not quite invincible, but near enough. In truth, they've won this championship by a street at the end of the day. And Bath were a very good team, Blackheath. Certainly old Albanians have pushed them all the way. So Thurrock forming the traditional tunnel and awaiting the old Albanians players. Sophie Tyler, I think, has made a recovery. Seems to be there. I see Lizelle Heather joining the congregation ready. And Thurrock are awaiting old Albanians, who seem to be reluctant to come out their huddle. Nowadays tradition. Thank you to the officials, Piers Young, Nathan Palmer, Andrew Richards today. And thank you for Marco, who's done a splendid job with the camera. And thank you to Dr. Anthony Pease, who I hope is watching at home and enjoying what he's been seeing. It was a tough encounter. Though it wasn't always as fluid as one would have hoped. But nevertheless, it was going to be that tight sort of contest where defences would be on top. So this has been the final game in Championship South for Thurrock, and we're hoping we'll be able to show you live coverage of the playoffs. Good to see a very strong Essex contingent here today. Our Thurrock ladies have given up, and they've come across to address their beloved crowd. It's an excited Amy Parsad there, and India Harvey there, leading her troops as usual. And she's full of tears, but she wants to make the speech to the crowd.
Firstly, thank you all for coming today, and to those watching you. And I can't thank you all enough for your support today, throughout the season, and every other season, and we all love you so much. Thank you very much. Today was the second time birthdays we missed, anniversaries we missed, we keep account for training in rugby, and I've said let's go out there today, put performance and win that. That's what I've done, and I'm proud of you all. Thank you very much. You guys, Amanda's made an incredible speech and said that we want to win the league with Jeff. That's exactly what we've done. So. Yes! Have a lovely time with us. If anyone like it.
So wonderful words as ever from the captain, India Harvey. It's become a tradition at Thurrock ever since the days of Mercedes Foy and making a speech to the crowd at the end. It's a wonderful tradition to uphold, and it was very fitting for the occasion. And finally, India said that she dedicated this season to Jeff Selway, of course, our beloved treasure who passed away earlier this year, and she promised him that she would win the league for him. Job done. So good afternoon from Thurrock Oakfield. What a wonderful day it has been for the Thurrock faithful. A very hard, uncompromising game, and deservedly old Albanians now are clapped off the field by a very large crowd. Very worthy opponents, and I suspect they too will go into the playoffs full of anticipation. So good afternoon to you. It's amidst these great scenes of jubilation we leave you at Thurrock Oakfield this afternoon.